Ahead of this weekend's weather, the Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development is warning residents to stay off the roads if they can. Officials say water on roads could make driving dangerous. DOTD also wants the public to know crews have been preparing and are ready to respond. DOTD says crews do not salt or brine roads, but they do treat bridges when needed. Officials say bridges can freeze faster than roads and become dangerous, while roads usually take care of themselves. DOTD says crews are continuing to monitor conditions and are working closely with the National Weather Service to track the weather and respond as needed.
So we've been preparing for quite some time for the possibility of any type of winter weather event. We know there's always the possibility we could get hit this time of year. And so over the last few days, all of our crews have been kind of double and triple checking all of the equipment, salt spreaders, brine dispensers, making sure personnel are all aware of their assignments.
DOTD says they are fully aware of their assignments and are prepared to respond as conditions change. Crews will be watching for flooded roads, downed trees, and other hazards. Officials say their goal is to keep roads as safe as possible, but they need the public's help by staying off the roads when conditions are bad. For more information on DOTD roadways, visit 511la.org.